But that, the man on the other flank is their danger man. Keletso Makhalwa, who dinks it over the top here for Ngube. Initially got the better of Brad Cross, but and thumped clear of danger by Dortley.
There's the man you're talking about, Makhalwa, full of confidence, believing in himself. I think Coach Lehlonolo Siema is managing to get the best out of him. At some point at his best at Sundowns, they used to nickname him Aguero.
Tossed into play by Kabela. Offside call here against Sekhukhune United. I think that's a good call. Now Pulemori receiving from Matlo. Duba to Zwane. Still Samkelo Zwane. Almost worked out well for Wandile Duba, who will latch onto it. Matlo. Modi. Spesitle Mkhize gets it upfield. Andy Boyele can't hang on to it. Under pressure from Dortley.
One of the most underrated midfielders, Spesitle Mkhize. Good pass off the ball, back full of tricks and confidence in him.
As I mentioned up front, a man who has been heavily relied on by Siema this season, along with Makhalwa and Treso Yamba at the back. 3 players who have started every single game, so there's a consistent element to every single one of their departments, their defense, midfield and attack this season.
Coaches will talk about the spine of the team. When that is solid, and it gives you confidence. Doesn't look good. Javulo Blom, not so happy.
Yeah, it's gone down awkwardly here. Javulo Blom.
Proven to be a versatile player. Take him and put him as full back. He'll play there. Take him and make him a man marker in the midfield. He can play that role.
Coach Nasruddin Nabi will be in constant communication, you feel, with Sekhukhune. Appears to be the man who's all mic'd up as Javulo Blom retreats rather gingerly from the fields. There's the thumbs up, the signal that he should be okay to continue from Dr. Muhammad Musaji. In the meantime, Kaizer Chiefs with the free kick. Nasho Miguel got a touch on that, but call goes in favor of the visiting side.
He's embraced the value systems of Kaizer Chiefs, Miguel. I think for me, in terms of the attitudes, his application in the field, of course, sometimes goes overboard. We've seen him already been suspended, but he's got that personality that I think fits the profile, being part of such a big club.
Extravagant touch from Otladisa.
That's him at his best.
Yeah. Vuma punts clear, and a bit of pressure from Andy Boyeli. Kept in by Mkhize. Now Makhalwa can't get past Blom. I speak about 3 ever-present players, or at least players. There's one of them, Mkhize, who started every game for Kaizer Chiefs. They no longer have a single player who has started every game. Mdu Shabalala did fall into that category prior to this afternoon, but he's not available due to a slight hamstring niggle. And then you would expect that they'll keep him on ice until the derby, because they have free agents, non-league team playing next in the Nedbank Cup that will be coming up on the 26th for Kaizer Chiefs. And Dushabalala is on 3 yellow cards, so they wouldn't risk him in that game. So unlikely to see him until the 1st of Feb. Mube peeling for a handball, gets the call.
So, by the way, the derby is a special occasion. You're saying that they probably resemble some of the players to try to get them to make it for the derby. Appeal for handball? No, I don't think it was.
Off the shoulder, yeah. And then I think indicating that Utladisa might have been offside, but definitely nothing wrong with the way he tried to intervene then. No handball. Here's Dortley. Break cross. Putsani trying to make a run in behind, but didn't time it. I think the ball over the top came a little late, just a fraction too late from Dortley.
Just need to time your run, but also your teammate, the passing has got to be good. He's definitely offside. He peeled off too early.
Oh, Rushman Dortley is the man who has made more successful passes for Kaizer Chiefs than any other player this season by quite some margin. Almost 550 successful passes for Dortley, passing accuracy just under 86%.
And I guess based on the role that he's playing, we'll have a look at this.
This could develop nicely for Chiefs. Duba working the space to shoot, well wide of the mark. Bulemori calling for it in space.
Improvising. Ignoring the option that you're talking about on the far left-hand side. Chooses to engage and go for it. Didn't get it on target. Can tell that he was aware of the option. Didn't doubt his confidence in trying to go for it. Didn't get it on target.
Shot from outside the area, Brian. Kaizer Chiefs have scored 4 from outside the area this season. Only Pirates with 7 have more, but those long-range goals all came quite some time ago. In their first game, a couple of them, Dushabalala and Mfundo Vilakazi both scoring from outside the area. Gaston Serino fairly early in the season, and Ashley Dupree, I think against Richards Bay. So it's been a while since anyone has netted from long range from a Chiefs perspective. Oh, great turn from Pulemori. Touch inside for George Matlo. Duba. Zwane. Connected here by Modi. Matlo. There's a space from It will come one day. It will come one day, I'm sure. But still has never scored in senior football.
They're positive. It's the rotation of the ball, the confidence, tight spaces. They're still able to navigate it and get it into the right area. Best technique. You don't go full laces there. I think you go for placement. Don't remember him scoring with a long-range shot.
Well, he's never scored, Brian, in senior football across his time with Black Leopards.
The glass is half full.
And Stellenbosch.
That's what I was trying to say. The glass is half full, you know. always reminds me of the dominant figure in Mutagalasa, Wellington Manyati in that midfield.
Yep. Oh, that's nicely done. Jabulo Blom. Now when did do, but flag stays down. Kodoso with an excellent tackle.
Experience at play. Inexperience unfolding there. Of course, I think for me there's a touch of offside, but I'm not the man at the center. It becomes a game of seconds, because the first touch you expose the ball, there you're exposing it to the man who's very much experienced. He knew what to do, Cardoso.
What can they do with this corner? Out-swinging delivery. Falls here for Pule Mori. Brad Cross. Mori again. And he has blasted that over. Well, Kaizer Chiefs have not been short of chances in this opening 20 or so minutes.
And I think what would be encouraging for the coach and probably the players themselves is to hit the target.
Yeah. So what is that now? 4 or 5 shots and only 1 on target so far. Kaizer Chiefs actually this season have hit just over 60 shots on targets, the second most in the league. That's brilliantly done over the top. Patrasangari makes himself big. Oh, Andile Duba. How many chances will he need today?
That's such a quick rate, but good run, promising runs.
Kaizer Chiefs maybe a little light on attacking options, because they do have Vero on the bench, Funduvile Kaizer as well, but they are without Ashley Dupree, and we don't expect to see him back until possibly early March, out with a fractured elbow that he sustained against his former club. Stellenbosch had to be withdrawn after half an hour in that 2-1 win. Braced himself awkwardly as he fell to the ground after a challenge. Sekhukhune under pressure. Kept alive here by Pule Mori. Bani with Duba. Cross. Maklo. But there's Besitle Nkize. Otladisa dispossessed. Duba. Zwane. Samkelo Zwane. Not enough pace on that shot from distance.
A point for effort collectively in terms of winning possession in the opponent's half, rotation, setting it up for a shot on target. Positive start for Chiefs.
Tetra. Nicely done. So Optim Tetwa goes down under the challenge. Free kick in his favor.
50-50 he wins that battle. That's the commitment. Tetwa. Defensive midfielder, qualities to add value when they attack.
A man who hadn't had a look in until the game against Richards Bay earlier this season. Yes, Kaleto Makhawa, I haven't seen all too much of him yet. Still he continues on. From Kize. Couldn't control neatly enough. Pule Mori. Duba. Ball out for Sekhukhune United throw-in.
It's the details when you're in possession, where you don't have to give away possession and expose the ball like they're doing. It's a triangular passing, but at the same time, I don't think they were comfortable.
So midway through the first half, And both teams are getting an opportunity to take on some refreshments on what is a fairly toasty day here on the East Coast. Sekhukhune United have seen out what is traditionally the most dangerous period or profitable period from a Kaizer Chiefs perspective. This season they've scored 5 goals in the opening 15 minutes. That's more than any other team in the Betway Premiership. And it was during that period that they had a whole host of chances, but missing several of them, and Badra Sangare making a couple of very decent stops, first from Rishwan Dortley and then again when Randile Duba had been played in behind. Bobby Motong watching on. Had a whole host of chances, but missing several of them, and Badra Sangare making a couple of very decent stops, first from Rishwan Dortley and then again when Randile Duba had been played in behind. Bobby Motong watching on. Badra Sangare making a couple of very decent stops, first from Rishwan Dortley and then again when Randile Duba had been played in behind. Bobby Motong watching on. Had been played in behind. Bobby Motong watching on.